So, how do you know which notes are rhythmically important? That brings us to the second part of the unified theory of bass lines, which is knowing when to play these notes, right? So what I've done, and what I've done for a lot of bass lines that I've done is the following. So first I click on this drum rack, or this MIDI clip that has these drums on it. So if you look at it here it is right here. Let's just solo it. So there's all kinds of kind of weird stuff going on here, but what I want to focus on is if you look at the kick pattern, I kind of went off the grid here a little bit, and that's just because I thought it sounded better. So what I'm going to do right now, and you could do this even when the kick pattern is on the grid, is I'm going to select all my kick drums, because the most important rhythmic element that you're going to want to sync up with when you're making a bass line is the kick drum. The other drums are important as well, but the kick drum is really what's going to define it, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight these kicks, and I'm going to Command C or copy. I could also right click, and that's weird. Okay, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to select all these, I'm going to Command C, and then I'm going to go back into a MIDI clip on my bass line track, double click this, where it says with kick, and I'm going to press Command V, and it's going to just copy the exact notes from the kick drum, or the rhythm of the kick drum rather, because it's just one note, and copy it into my bass line. So now I'm going to just scroll this up until it's on G, which is the root of that note. I'm going to make sure that this is activated. And now if you listen to it, you can hear that bass line is syncing exactly with the kick. But you will notice that it works for the first chord, but it sounds weird when the chord changes. So I'm going to lengthen this loop to 2. I'm going to just select all those notes in the bass line, bam, like that. Press Command D just to duplicate. And for these guys, I'm going to bring them up to D. So there you go. That's a very simple bass line. Sounds totally fine, right? So also what you can do if you want is you can start playing around with the taking these exact notes in the rhythm that they're in right now and just moving them into triad tones. So I can take this G, move this up to a D, so, and then maybe this one. And then maybe turn these ones, and remember that an A is also in that triad, so I can just... Right? And then this would be the time also to add some extra passing notes if you want to. So you can, right here maybe. And maybe another D here. And so we have a perfectly fine bass line just copy and pasting the pattern from the kick drum into your bass line track. So what we can do also is we can do a very similar thing that I like to do. You can also avoid the kick drum. So this is going to give you, I think, a little bit more of a syncopated type feeling, because your bass line is going to start maybe on the upbeat as opposed to the downbeat. So you can do the exact same thing. So exactly how we did with the first one, where we wanted it to sync exactly with the kick. What you can do is you can go in again, copy all your kick drums, bam, go into this clip right here, and let's see, it's kind of a weird sound. So yeah, without kick. And now instead of making sure to hit the kick, I'm going to move it to the notes where there is no kick. But now I'll have that as a point of reference within this clip, which is really nice, right? Maybe like this one. So now the bass line is only playing when the kick drum is not playing. And that's going to give you a little bit of a different sound, right? So I'm going to go ahead and make this up to D right here. So anyway, that's a very quick way to have a bass line that's totally functional and it's going to sound good. So you can start with that stuff and then add in those passing tones, but make sure that you always are keeping in mind when the kick drum is playing, because a badly synced kick and bass is going to give you kind of an awkward sounding groove, I guess. So this is the bass line that I actually ended up singing with. I hope that's useful. That is the unified theory of bass lines. Come check us out at theabletoncookbook.com, and I will talk to you